Hello and welcome. I am excited. I am glad to be here, and I'm glad that you tuned in to be with me today. As I said, I am excited. This is my first taping for the show, Kingdom Builders, and I wanted you to be in on it. I have a lot of things to talk about today. There were a lot of things on my mind, so I decided to make a video. I am, of course, a protege of the YouTube era, and I watch YouTube and I see different ones, videos and their commentary, and there's a few subjects that have really provoked me to do my own take and video. I feel that it is necessary for someone to speak up about the truth. And you hear everyone saying, we have the truth, but what does that really mean? So we're going to explore a lot of those things with our tapings and with our show. My name, I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Ted Pryor. I am overseer. Excuse me. I should have had some water. I am overseer of a few churches in Indianapolis, Indiana. I oversee a church, Yahshua House of Judah Deliverance Temple, located in Indianapolis, Indiana. Shout out to all my Indianapolis fans and my patrons and church family there in Indianapolis. Here in Cincinnati, or where I reside, I also am the overseer of One Accord Worldwide Ministries, located here in Cincinnati, where the pastor there is Pastor Elder Luther Black. Shout out. And also, I am the pastor of a church here in Cincinnati, Praise Pavilion House of Prayer, where I am the pastor and overseer. Our ministry is called All the Praise Ministries, and we are about giving God the praise and about giving God the glory. So if you want to contact us, All the Praise Ministries, most of the information should be at your screen, or you can contact us through P.O. Box 37743, Cincinnati, Ohio 45222. Once again, that's P.O. Box 37743, Cincinnati, Ohio 45222. That's our mailing address. Feel free to mail in any information about you, your church, what you would like us to know. We do shout outs here. Also, if you would like to make a donation, you can. We're always accepting donations. But I'm not here for donations, just to be clear on that. I'm here to basically share information as I receive it and how the Lord has blessed me. And so I'm here to share it all with you. Let's see, I guess a little bit about me. I have been preaching for several years. I grew up in the church. I was raised in the church by, my mom and my parents, my dad. Started out very young. At the age of 6, I was baptized. At the age of 7, I started what we would call devotion back in the day, helping out with devotion and leading the service as you will. And I guess around, I don't know, I guess around 7, 8, or 9, I really started going out in front of the people, and I had a pastor there that believed in training up a child. So I started going out in front of the people and exhorting and helping out with the service, collecting offering, and as many young people do. And about 15 years old, I was ministering. I started preaching, started ministering the gospel. At around 18, I was an ordained minister, and it just kind of take off from there. And the Lord has been good. He has kept me, and He has brought me from a mighty long way. I have a powerful testimony, and one of these days, probably really soon, we'll get into my testimony. But I wanted to introduce myself and give you a little bit of a background and who I was and what I do, and some of the things that we have available to us. So we've got a couple topics that I want to talk about along with this. First, introduction, introducing you to me and me meeting you, and introducing you to my church and my church family. There'll be guests joining us on these tapings and presentations. So please stay tuned and look forward to that. Subscribe to the channel. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and become a subscribe member so that you can keep in touch and follow up with what we're doing. And we hope that these become a blessing to you, is our prayer. So I want to talk about different things. We have a lot of things that I want to go over. I'm a preacher, so I can talk on and on and on. I have a lot of insight on different topics and different things that have happened that's in the media and in the public eye. And really recently, one particular thing has caught my eye, and I want to address it. I really strongly feel the need to address this issue with us. We are living in a day and age where media is prominent. Social media, cell phone media. I can remember a time when no one had, but doctors had pagers. You had pagers walked around, and then pretty soon everyone had a pager. And if you wanted to get in touch with somebody, you would beat them. And it just evolved now everyone, including my 12-year-old niece, has a cell phone that want to stay in contact for whatever reason. So we're in the age of media. And with that, media is very, very powerful. There's a large audience that tunes in every week or every day to their particular media platform, and it's gotten, I guess it's gotten a little bit overwhelming. Some of the messages that are put forth, some of the things that are portrayed in the media, for whatever sake. I don't know if it's just for the sake of gaining the audience or gaining viewership, gaining publicity. Sometimes the information is exaggerated. It is distorted. It's not the truth, and most people do not know how to rightly divide. And so it is up to people like me and others to make these videos so that you have something that can kind of thread you and guide you through this maze of, you know, the media and what to do and who's right and what is really going on. What's really right? What am I supposed to do? So we've got a couple things. One of the things that I want to talk about, along with several other things, one of the things I want to talk about is the TV show, media show on Lifetime called Preach. It was a show that aired June 5th, 2015. And it was basically a spin-off or a sort of a branch, tree branch, if you will, of some of the other religious reality shows that have popped up over the last few seasons. The Preachers of LA, the Preachers of New York, those if you're not familiar with those. Well, they wanted to do a female version called Preach, which was available on the Lifetime network and a channel. And if you did not catch the program, I am sad to say, but you missed it. Because the program, before it could get launched good and developed storyline, and you kind of see where they were going, a few people decided that this was not of God, that this was a mockery of the church, that this was not of the Holy Ghost, that this was blasphemy. And they created a petition, and they had enough people to agree with them, and they had the show removed. So unfortunately, you will not be able to form your own opinion based on the opinions of a few others who felt that this was not the direction of the church, which I don't understand that. But so I want to give you a little bit of a background on the Preach TV show or reality show that was being featured on the Lifetime network. Okay, this is about Preach. The religious leadership world, primarily dominated by men, Preached, produced by Core Media, follows four powerful female leaders who believe God has given them the ability to heal the sick, see the future, and rid people of their addictions, known as prophetess. These women speak as an interpreter through whom the will of God is expressed. In order for their legacy to continue, they must enlist a protege. So the protege, they teach them how to carry on the gift, if you will. These queens of the church each have a different style and their own special way of delivering God's message, but all are united in their love of the Lord. Preach is produced by Core Media Group with Jennifer O'Connell, along with Eli Lear, and there are many other producers for Lifetime. And Lifetime has ordered 6 one-hour episodes of the season so far. Well, as we know, the seasons have been canceled. Okay, so I want to introduce you to the cast, the women of the preachers. I'm sorry, of the TV show Preach. So these are the women of the cast of Preach. You have Belinda Scott. Belinda considers herself a major prophetess who has given counsel to politicians and celebrities across the country. She has the ability to predict childbirth and specialize in blessing the womb of barren women. Belinda's protege, Hadessa Elder, I hope I said your name right, I'm sorry, grew up Muslim and has never seen a woman in the pulpit. So adjusting to the new life as a Christian protege, will have its challenges. So that's Belinda. The next preacher or prophetess is Kelly Cruz. Kelly is Belinda's former protege, who is now building her own ministry, the only